I'm William Kumwembe with Business Time on Times Television, courtesy of Sky Band. It is a magazine program where we bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines. And in the program today, market jerk slows pensions income and youths challenged on saving and investing for the future. We have these and other stories. Stay tuned if you could.
Now you can access the Daily Times, Malawi News, and the Sunday Times newspapers anytime, anywhere, by the click of a mouse or a swipe on your smartphone. With eTimes, right on your mobile gadget. Flip through the pages with a swipe or a click. Navigate through all pages and see clear pictures and designs. Access a database of previous papers of the Daily Times, Malawi News, and the Sunday Times. Easy. Subscribe now to eTimes. Go to www.times.mw/e-edition. Sign up and log in. Enter your password and enjoy the newspaper. It's about time.
Hello and welcome. And in our main story, a bearish performance of the stock market in the fourth quarter of 2018 slowed down growth of pensions investment income. This is according to the 2018 Financial Stability Report by the Reserve Bank of Malawi. While fund managers realized 80.8 billion kwacha in investment income in the first half of 2018, negative returns on the stock market resulted in investment income shrinking to 51.5 billion kwacha in the second half. We have the detail in this report read in our studios by Sarah Makondetsa.
According to the Financial Stability Report, some pension funds have their funds heavily invested in listed equities, hence were exposed to volatility in stock prices. As such, a drop in prices of listed equities, as it turned out in the last quarter of 2018, negatively affected the growth of the sector, reads the report in part. Despite the jerk, pension investment earnings for the whole of 2018 at 32.3 billion kwacha were still better than the 122.7 billion kwacha realized in 2017. RBM says the pension sector remained sound as assets continued to grow on the back of steady flow in pension contributions and growth in investment income. It says pension assets remained satisfactory as total investment assets increased by 13.4% to 692.9 billion kwacha in December 2018. Investment in listed equities continued to dominate the asset portfolio mix at 39.5% of investments, which marginally increased from 39% registered in June 2018. Asset location in government securities remained constant at 34.2%. Meanwhile, there was notable increase in unlisted equity during the period under review. The increase was mainly attributed to the shift in underlying assets from property to unlisted equity following establishment of a newly established property development company. Other investments, which include private debt, fixed deposits, and property, were at 5.3%, 8.1%, and 3.9% respectively. RBM says counterpart default remained one of the key risks to the sector, owing to accumulation of pension contribution arrears.
In 1998, a group of entrepreneurs budding then created a savings and investment fund where each was contributing 10,000 kwacha a month. At the onset of time, the funds grew and the team started investing on the capital market and real estate, among other areas. This saw birth of Investment Alliance, a local economic empowerment investment company, which now has net assets worth 4 billion kwacha. Simon Itai is chairman of the firm and on Friday shared the company's story at the Financial Planning and Wealth Management Seminar organized by investment management firm Nico Asset Managers. I caught up with Itai for an insight on how the trends has been like over the years.
We were talking about creating investment groups within Malawi that can invest in different sectors and ensure that they are successful. So basically my presentation was based on a group that I belong to. I'm chairman of Investment Alliance Limited, which is a company that was formed in 1998 by 12 of us. I think, first of all, we should understand that all of us need some financial independence. Now, financial independence starts with investing. And most of the people that were here are working, they are employed, and there is need for them to understand that when they retire, they will need some source of income apart from their pension. So I think it's a very important session so that we can interact with the younger ones so that they understand in terms of what they can do in investments and ensuring that they have financial independence at an earlier age. I think quite an interesting question. It's difficult for me to say exactly what it is. Probably the bankers would be in a better position to say what it is. But insofar as I'm concerned with the younger people we've been talking to, I think people are now realizing that there are opportunities there to save or to invest in. So I think probably more and more people are now saving. And also let's not forget that the market has opened up. When some of us were growing up, there was no asset management companies. So those days we didn't have these opportunities. Even the insurance products that they are selling now are savings related products, whereas in the past it was more to do with the life products. So there is a change. The environment has changed and the opportunities are available. It's quite an interesting journey from our point of view. We started as a social group. We were gathering ourselves, having lunch and inviting some prominent people to talk to us about their vision for Malawi in 1998, from 1996 to 1998, and then we decided to form the company. We formed the company in 1998. By 1994, we stopped subscribing. And I think from 2016 started paying dividends. So that's what the journey has been like. I think when we started by contributing about 10,000 each, and then later on we realized that we were not equals. So what we were looking for is the equity in the distribution of the wealth that would have been created. So everybody was free to subscribe as much as he wanted. But in terms of net assets now, we are talking of a company which is worth about 4 billion, and there are 12 of us in the company as shareholders.
And NECO Asset Managers Portfolio and Business Development Manager Timusime Msimuko said the firm was impressed with uptake of investment opportunities among local budding entrepreneurs.
All right, so the event that we had today, Wealth Planning and Management Seminar, it's all about encouraging people to invest today for tomorrow. A lot of people in Malawi, we realize that there's an information lag where they don't have an idea on what to do in terms of retirement planning. They don't have all the information as to what sort of investment opportunities are available. So the event that we had today is part of a series that NECO will continue holding moving forward to try and get the information out there, especially to the young people, to start encouraging them to start investing today and planning for their retirement. The topic that we picked today about creating successful investment groups was motivated by the fact that some of the areas we've seen that as people have come together, forming a group, they're able to encourage each other to invest better, to be able to grow their portfolio. We picked Mr. Simon Itaye today, who is the chairman of Investments Alliance Limited, which is a successful case, a successful story of local Malawians that came together some years back and have over the years been encouraging each other and investing in different industries in Malawi. And we've seen that today they're talking about a portfolio of net assets of worth 4 billion. So it's something that we'd like to encourage Malawi. And as NECO Asset Managers, we've got a role to play because we've got the information that we can be able to share and help them to be investing their funds as they plan for retirement.
Government has been urged to invest in women, especially in agriculture, as a way to ensure that women are empowered and independent. This was said during a roundtable organized by the Department of Agriculture Extension Services in collaboration with UN Women on women's access to credit and loans, which macro and micro institutions organized. UN Women Country Representative Krala Anyangwe said the empowering of women in investment is ideal for the country. We have the detail in this report.
Anyangwe also cited a 2014 World Bank report that stated that 2.3% of former accounts are held by women compared to 39% held by men. In addition, studies in Malawi show that women are 20% less likely than men to have an account at a formal institution and 17% less likely to have borrowed formally. Royal Norwegian Embassy Deputy Head of Mission and Head of Development Cooperation, Marita Louise, reiterated Anyangwe's remarks, adding that financial institutions need to help these women out.
We would like to see that women are able to advance in society, that they have economic power and they can decide over their funds themselves. And, because as I said in my intervention, empowering a woman empowers the whole nation. And there are many good examples from the world that having women into the labor force, then the macroeconomic numbers increase as well. So it's smart politics. Giving women the opportunities of having access to finance and produce something, then their kids will be better fed nutrition-wise, also going to school, etc., etc. Then the snowball is rolling.
Director of Agriculture Extension Services in the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development, Jeremy Nkoma, said the discussion was quite important.
These discussions are very important to us as the government for two reasons. One, the conference itself has brought together quite a wide range of stakeholders in agriculture, and that provides the stakeholders with a platform for further engagement on issues that affect us as the ministry and the government. Two, is an opportunity for our clients, who are mostly farmers, to engage with the different stakeholders, and mainly in this conference we've brought forward the microfinancial institutions. These are important players in agriculture because as a ministry at the moment we're promoting agriculture as a business, and for farmers to thrive in agriculture business they need financial resources. So the conference accords them an opportunity to find out more from each and every financial institution that is here as to what products they are offering, how the farmers can access those products, and possibly for the financial institutions that have been brought up here, it's also their opportunity to find out more about farmers' profiles, challenges, and possibly what both the financial institutions and farmers can do to address the challenges that the farmers are experiencing.
He added that microfinance institutions are very important in promoting agriculture as a business. The women were able to learn of the financial institution products and how best they can use them.
Remember, this is Business Time on Times Television, and I'm William Kumwembe. It is a magazine program where we'll bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines courtesy of Skyband. We'll be right back.
Now you can access the Daily Times, Malawi News, and the Sunday Times newspapers anytime, anywhere, by the click of a mouse or a swipe on your smartphone. With eTimes, right on your mobile gadget. Flip through the pages with a swipe or a click. Navigate through all pages and see clear pictures and designs. Access a database of previous papers of the Daily Times, Malawi News, and the Sunday Times. Easy. Subscribe now to eTimes. Go to www.times.mw/e-edition. Sign up and log in. Enter your password and enjoy the newspaper. It's about time.
Welcome back. The country's internal auditors have been urged to value integrity and adhere to ethics in enhancing quality control in their organizations. Institute of Internal Auditors Malawi's former board director Lisa Machinjiri made the call at the end of a two-day training for local internal auditors that was organized by IIA Malawi in Blantyre. We have the detail in this report.
Speaking at the close of the training, Machinjiri said internal auditors have a crucial role to play in quantity control at their institutions. She said internal auditors are required to invest in capacity building and increasing their knowledge base amid changing of dynamics of the profession.
These trainings are very, very crucial for internal auditors because they equip them with the necessary skills, also expertise, so that they can do their work. Because, you know, as in this world, this time around, the things are changing, risks are changing, so it's a competitive world, and we need to equip the internal auditors with the necessary skills so that they can do their work properly, efficiently, and also effectively.
Lois Mlangiza was one of the facilitators. He says the training was organized to help sharpening participants' skills for managing internal audit function. Mlangiza said internal auditors have to adhere to internationally set standards to remain competitive.
We are looking at sharpening their skills for managing internal audit functions. So we've got two groups there. There are others who are audit managers, there are others who are members of internal audit function, but the message is the same. We want to sharpen their skills, how to apply the standards that are used in internal audit. Audit is a profession, and they have to apply those standards. Those standards guide them in terms of how they relate with their clients, how they relate with the people they work with, and how they manage their function. That's the key message.
Participants say the initiative would help cover the existing gaps in the profession.
The training was really an eye-opener, since we have been equipped with skills on how we can manage our internal audit function, as well as the internal audit team. Since being internal auditors in a company, there are many areas that you need to focus on. For example, how you can relate to your audit clients, how you can manage the assignment itself, how you can manage your team. Therefore, this training has really equipped me with the skills that I may need in order to manage my team as well as the audit assignment properly, so that we can achieve the company's goals.
The training attracted participants from public and private institutions.
And as we proceed with the program, let us now have a look at how the Malawi kwacha is faring against major trading currencies on the foreign exchange market. Now, in other business news, one of the country's commercial banks, FDH Bank, says it is pleased with the customer intake of its digital services. This was said when the bank awarded the grand winner of its Kucheza Makwacha promotion. We have more in this report.
FDH Bank Head of Personal and Business Banking, Kawawan Sapato, said the digital platform has beat their targets in terms of account opening and money saving.
Yeah, we saw a big response from customers, and we made a lot of strides in terms of growing the deposits, which we wanted to, savings deposits. But we also saw big uptick in terms of digital products. But I think the most exciting thing is what we saw today when we handed out Ultimate Prize, which is 1 million kwacha to Maito Club, and we believe that it will go a long way to help the activities. Because we know that this is the time that they spend a lot of money on labor, was taking the crop from the fields, doing some drying and preparing it for the market. So a lot of costs are required to cater for labor and other things. And this money, I believe, has come timely. And it just proves that if you save, that savings can always come in handy when you really need the money, which is what has happened to Maito Club today. Our digital products are also serving a purpose in terms of financial inclusion. And with financial inclusion, we're looking at people that were previously maybe left out of the financial sector. And when we see a club like this win with 10 members, now we can see that these digital products are being embraced. In the past, maybe someone would have said it's not a product for farmers, but we can see that it's a product for everybody, and all Malawians are benefiting. Eventually, we want to see the majority of Malawians, their financial transactions should be happening in a formal way through these digital products. So this is a victory for us and for the customers as well, whose life has been made much, much easier by these digital products.
Maito Club chairperson Willard Mawindo said it is important for clubs like theirs to open up accounts that will help them save and benefit from them.
Zimenezi tusanga kwa mtuti zabwera nthawi yoyenera kwambiri. Ni nthawi yoti panopa tikuchosa za munda kukhoza mashedi ndoti zikagwira ntchito yoyenera zabwera mu nthawi yake ndithu tusangala kwambiri. Bwino osegula account amene wanoti zinthu zimayenda bwino kwambiri ngati FTH Bank.
I am urging other clubs to open up an account such as this one. Saving will help them as a club to plan better. This prize has definitely come at the right time.
Zathu amene sanasegulepo ku FTH Bank ndikwamema kuti athe kuzasegula ma account kunoko aonaso bwino wake apa banki yatithandiza tawina mpikisano umenewo tapeza ndalama zokuti zitisuntha kufika pena pake. Ndeyo inalisa amene klabu ina iliso imene ilibe account ku FTH Bank tikuyimema kuti abwera zasegula account kuno azaona mkuteka so azapeza ubwino umene tawupeza ife amaito club.
The fully digital account allows one to open and transact via mobile. Reporting for Times News, I am Sharon Chirwa.
A perfect haircut would make one never cheat on their barber. But do you know just how much effort the barber puts in his work and whether it makes business sense or not? In our budding entrepreneur segment today, Business Times' Sharon Chirwa speaks to Pearson Smart of Smart Looks Barbershop on how he makes ends meet through haircuts.
Because I saw that that's where I can get money. So, and what type of people I'm gonna save? I need executive people, that's why I open an executive barbershop as a business. Starting is difficult. It was very hard for me to set up this business. You know, there are so many challenges we as youth will meet. But what I did, I just gathered some money, my savings, and put them together, buying necessity things what I needed in the business. Then I come up with this. I can't say that the economy is sustainable to the business. You know, it's just time that we are passing through. There are times, hard times when the economy is down. There are times when the economy is picking up. So we see if the people are coming, those executive people come here, they do also a business, or the others, they are working in different companies. So when you see them coming to you, that means they have also got money from whatever they are doing, and that their business are working. So it's ours. Save like 10 customers, 15 customers a day, like for myself. I work with some other people. So yeah, to my side that's it, but the other guys also, you find out somebody's working on 5 people, somebody 8, somebody 7, something like that. Yeah, when it comes to a big business like mine, I cannot save myself. I cannot work on people myself because there are a lot of people who come here. So I need people to work with, and also creating a job to some people out there. Yeah, like some girls and some boys, they have found their job in me as well because I established this business. I have achieved a lot. I see myself in terms of development the way I was like a few years ago, and now I'm able to take care of my family, paying school fees for my kids, buying my own house, staying in my own house, driving my own ride, my own car, that is. Yes. So I've seen people are also benefiting, like the workers who work with me. They also see their life is changing. It's great. Take a challenge. Invest in whatever you would do in terms of talent and something like that. Okay, first of all, find your own talent. What is your talent? Then invest into that talent. Take that challenge. Never be afraid.
Well, with that story, we've also come to the end of today's edition of the program Business Time right here on Times Television. It is a magazine program. We'll bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines. On behalf of the entire production team, my name is William Kumwembe. But always remember, If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. Bye for now.
Now you can access the Daily Times, Malawi News, and the Sunday Times newspapers anytime, anywhere, by the click of a mouse or a swipe on your smartphone. With eTimes, right on your mobile gadget. Flip through the pages with a swipe or a click. Navigate through all pages and see clear pictures and designs. Access a database of previous papers of the Daily Times, Malawi News, and the Sunday Times. Easy. Subscribe now to eTimes. Go to www.times.mw/e-edition. Sign up and log in. Enter your password and enjoy the newspaper. It's about time.